Good evening. I'm Jen Houston, owner of the Artsy Fartsy Gallery. I'm a full-time independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in Canmore, Alberta, Canada. Welcome to Four Cards and Friends. Good evening, everyone. Welcome, and I have a neat suite for us to discover tonight, which is going to be kind of exciting. And I know I had to stop at 4 cards because it's called Four Cards and Friends, but I tell you, I could have kept going, and I did keep going, making a few extras for sure, because it was just so simple. And you know how when the ideas start flowing, it's just easy just to keep going. So I'm hoping to make a few more different cards this week using this set, and maybe we'll have a sweet Saturday. Did you kind of figure out what that means? And I can showcase you all the different neat ideas that I came up with using this suite. So if this is definitely one that is very versatile. So trust me on that one. Hello, Chrissy. Nice to see you. So just like Chrissy, she hopped on, she said hello, and feel free, if you've never come on before, tell me where you're from, chit chat back and forth, tell me how you're doing, and I'll tell you how I'm doing. And it's part of friends as well as the creating on here. So yes, tell me where, say hello. Every time you comment, to encourage the chit-chatting, every time you comment, your name is going to be entered into a draw for one of the cards that I make tonight. And if you share this video, then your name's going to be entered into a separate draw to win 4 handmade cards from me. So, and of course, I'm allowed to send cards anywhere in the world, so we don't have to worry about you know, we're not allowed to send Stampin' Up! Prizes or product across our country borders. So I would only be allowed to send to Canadians. But handmade cards, there's no limit, right? So comment lots and share so that this video can get out there to your friends and those crafty people that you know. Now, can you please give me hearts if you can hear me? I'm trying a microphone today. I'm having trouble for some reason. When I change the live to a YouTube format, people just can't hear, and I don't know why. So if you could do that, that'd be wonderful. I'm hoping that you can hear. I assume you can hear. Oh, lots popping on. Jennifer and Janet, Megan. Awesome. Oh, look at all the shares. Awesome. Thank you so much. Donna, hello. Welcome, everyone. So yes, floral essence. Do you have it? Give me some thumbs up if you have this set. Now, you might have the stamp set. There's a punch that goes with it. There's the entire suite you can buy. With lots of fun. The paper, that's what got me, was the paper. I would be happy to frame the paper, the DSP, and call it a day. It's that gorgeous. So let's show you what this suite, or this stamp set, I guess, floral essence looks like. Isn't that neat? And so the sayings for this one: all days are beautiful that begin with you. Isn't that adorable? With friendly thoughts and best wishes today and every day. And then wishing you a blissful future. So those are beautiful. And of course, if you use the masking technique, you could just, just get the word blissful. You could just use the word beautiful. All days are beautiful. You can totally make the sayings whatever you want. And of course, this set lends itself to many different occasions. So, if you need a birthday, anniversary, wedding, whatever, it'll fit. Sympathy. So, it comes with a coordinating punch for this flower here. Oh, It looks like my shirt. Thank you. But you forgot the fluffy middles. You ordered this, eh? But you didn't get the fluffy middles. Yes, those fluffy middles are very cute. So yeah, you might want to go back and order those up. So there's our little hat. Look, to me it looks like a hazmat symbol or something, but ooh, get the reflection of my fan up above. There we go. Okay, so let's see my first card that I made here today. Buffalo check. Me and my buffalo check. I still love it. Whenever I can sneak it in, I do. So I used my basic black, my Memento ink on the buffalo check. I used this. I don't know if you can see. These are the new nesting labels. Let me show you. Oh, I didn't put them back nice and neat. I just kind of throw them in there. But they are gorgeous. They have the stitching. There are so many different sizes. All over the place. Love, love, love them. If I could have used it on every single card, but I had to restrain myself. So for this one, what I did was I actually cut, okay, we'll just pretend. So they come in this shape, right? But I wanted to kind of make a tag idea, so I ended up cutting the top portion off. I love the stitching, love it. And so for these colors, I used Poppy Parade and Terracotta Tile. Who would have thought that they would, you know, go so well together? So here's the Poppy Parade Terracotta Tile, and without re-inking, I stamped that poppy. Don't they look like poppies when they're red? I love poppies. That's one of my favorite flowers, and I miss them terribly. And of course, the little leaves were Old Olive. This is Poppy Parade with the little saying, with friendly thoughts and best wishes today and every day. So in the inside, I also stamped those 3 flowers, just like that. And the envelope, I had a little smudge here, so anytime I get a little smudge, it's time for that splatter with your blender pen. So I splattered some black ink there. So that's my envelope, and then on the back, on the flap, I just stamped those flowers randomly all over. So that's that card. We are going to make a variation of that card. Of course, let's change up the colors and make it a little bit. Oh, do I see yes, you see rhinestones and not pearls. 2. I branched out today. I don't think I used a single pearl. I did use rhinestones. But no, I don't think I used pearls. So here we go with our new color variation. We are going to use Sahara Sand. And so I pre-inked up this Whisper White piece of cardstock with the Sahara Sand ink. I've already got my envelope stamped and the inside stamped, so we'll see those a little bit later. And here is my nesting label, just like so, with the Whisper White, and that we are going to stamp on. And this time, let's change up the colors, of course. That's what I like to do, right? And so we are going to use, I love that Terracotta Tile, and I'm going to use Flirty Flamingo, the 2 of them together. I think it actually looks quite nice, especially with the crumb cake. So I am going to take my trimmer and actually chop off the top section of this nesting label so that I know where I'm allowed to stamp those flowers and where I'm not. So there we go. I've got an itch. There we go. Okay, now since these are polymer stamps, it works best with the faux mat. If you don't have a faux mat, you could use maybe like an old Hilroy scribbler, something that just will have a little bit of give to it. So the big flower I'm going to stamp in Terracotta Tile. So ink that up Of course, these brand new ink pad colors, the in colors, they look stunning. All right, so I'm gonna stamp this first flower kind of near the top. Like so. And I'm going to rinse that off, wipe that off, I should say. Hello, Kim. You just figured out what was different. I can't see you. You can't see me. Oh. Forgot about that. Let's see. Oh, sheesh. Yep, this one, this one, this one. Do you like being able to see me or not? Maybe you don't like that. Here we are. Then you can't see all my wild facial expressions. My face cannot lie, I tell you. Okay, terracotta tile, done. Now we're going to go on to some Flirty Flamingo. And surprisingly enough, I got a hair in here. It goes really well. Now I'm going to actually place this underneath because I'm going to probably be stamping a little bit off of my label here. Still on the screen? Yep. Ooh, I got ink everywhere here. Okay, and then let's see, how did I do this last time? Let's go like so. And then without re-inking, I'm going to stamp it over here, just part of the stamp. So some of it will actually be going off onto our grid paper, just faint. Good. There, that's cleaned off. Don't those go together? Yes, you do. That's better. Well spotted. Aw, you guys are too kind. All right, for the centers, there are actually little pieces that fit each of these flower shapes. So I'm using a basic black, and there is our little guy. Let's wipe that off. And then there's one with kind of a little notch in it for the larger flower. Does anyone have poppies in their garden? Now, I don't know if you can see this, but it doesn't quite fit the entire, where's Bud? They're laying down here. It doesn't quite fit the entire opening. And so what I do is I stamp it the once, and then I re-stamp it just a little bit above it, and that makes kind of a little bit of a halo. I don't know if it's that important or not, but okay, so I've stamped full strength on the full strength flowers, but I want to stamp off for this flower since it is also stamped off. So that's why I'm stamping it twice. I'm stamping it and then I'm just stamping it just a little bit higher to fill in that space. That's all I'm doing. Okay, let's close this up before I get it everywhere. Now, let's add some leaves. More like grasses almost. Anybody? I know Janet was busy stamping all afternoon there. Anybody else stamping today? So they're just basically two little lines. One is higher than the other, like so. So feel free to turn it around. Just add some greenery. I think that's good. All right. Oh, I wasn't going to use black on this one. Pardon me. Whoops. I was going to use crumb cake. Hello, Sonia, Melissa. Nice to see you too. Okay. Shoot. Oh well. We'll just be a little different, that's all. All right, my piece of Whisper White with the Sahara Sand Buffalo check already put on there. Let's add it to our card base. Ooh, I want to go this way. Like that. And I'm going to take this and actually pop it up with our dimensionals. Hello, Kathy. Oh, you gotta go. No worries, Kim. We'll see you on the replay, yes. Blaine, Minnesota, I'm gonna guess, MN. Nice. Are you, my Manitoba girls, are you getting the big thunderstorm, or did you have a thunderstorm? I can't remember. Kevin was telling me something, but sometimes I just, you know, tune out. Okay, let's get rid of those dimensionals before they wander down the hallway. Let's place this at the top on the right. And now I've got a piece of that terracotta, oh yeah, look at those colors together. Terracotta tile. This piece is 3/4 of an inch by 3 inches. And I am going to use, I guess, the black. And I'm using the saying that comes in the stamp set, with friendly thoughts and best wishes today and every day. You could give that for a birthday, you could give that for all sorts of reasons, right? Southern New Jersey, wow. Lynn, welcome. I went to Elizabeth, New Jersey. I stayed in Elizabeth many, many times. I went to, I went to New York 17 times in the last 19 years, and I fed the homeless. We'd work with the relief bus, who is based out of Elizabeth. I'm not sure how close that is to you, but yeah, loved it. Okay. So now I wanted this little piece popped up as well. The only thing is, because this layer is already popped up, I don't want to, I'm only going to put one dimensional kind of on this end. But on this end, I'm going to need to put 2. So I'm going to need to double it up, just so that it's, you know, straight across as opposed to kind of crooked. I'm going to just take these 2 off, and let's double those 2 up, like so. And I'm just going to place that across. Oh, I love those colors together, like that. And I think we should add some more rhinestones, since I'm in the rhinestone mood today. No pearls. I know it's, or maybe we should use pearls. Camilla. Wow. Australia. I have made a card for a 70th birthday, and he's a mechanic. Nice. Sue, welcome. Nice to see ya. All right, so do I have poppy? No, I don't have terracotta tile, but I do have Flirty Flamingo, which I put in this basket. Not going to show you the sneak peek of this yet. I'll have to remember to put it back in that basket. Let's color up some pearls. If you have your Stampin' Blends, they work great for this. I am a person who likes to do 3s of things. So 1, just color over top, 2, 3. Okay, easy as that. Let's put that back in that same bucket. I need to get my Take Your Pick tool, which is a must-have. Give me some thumbs up if you have the take your pick tool and you think it's amazing. I love it for pearls and these kinds of items. Okay, I'm going to place one up here. I got a hair on there. I got hair everywhere, honestly. Let's go over here. And one. Maybe here. At the end. Cute. Okay. So there is the outside. And the inside, I stamped the same flower, but see the difference? I was meaning to stamp in Sahara sand on the inside as opposed to the black. Yes, it's a must-have. Janet says it. Absolutely. So here we'll place the inside in the center. I don't know if that's too central there. And the envelope, I did the same idea. I just stamped the large flower and then the flirty flamingo twice, kind of stamped off a little bit. And to decorate the flap, I just stamped those randomly all over there. So there we go. There's our different color combination, but the same layout. Okay, I want to hear your opinions. Tell me, do you like the black version or the brown version better? Let's have a vote. Black or brown? And while we're doing that, I will put some of these items away and get ready for the next card. Black, both are beautiful. Black. Too hard to choose. You love both. Oh, and more blacks. Neat. Yeah, it would have been different if I had to put that, but that's the way she rolls. Okay, I like hearing your opinions. Great. All right, next card. Let me put this. Oh, look, there's a spot on my floor. This one, I had so much fun doing. I made two versions, and then we're going to make the one tonight. So we're going to use this large stamp, the open one. We're going to use the inside, that little piece. You like the contrast of the brown, black, yeah? Brown. Oh, that was hard. Hey, true enough. It would, you like both, but it would depend on the person you're giving it to. That is true. Hello, Karma. Nice to see you tonight. And for these cards, I used these leaves, that's my word, and the small leaf. And I believe I used the same saying that I used on the last stamps. Okay, so, oh boy. They're totally different varieties, but they're the same exact layout and idea. Okay, so here's the first one. It's light and airy and florally and happy. So I used, what did I use here? Terracotta tile. Pretty sure I used terracotta tile or flirty flamingo. I can't remember. I think it was terracotta tile. I used seaside spray for kind of the background. I used pear pizzazz for the leaves. And I don't know if you can see the purple, what's it called? Purple posy kind of in there. So there's that. And what I did was, this was white cardstock to begin with. I stamped all those three stamps all over the place using the Versamark and the white embossing powder, and I heated it up. And then of course I used my daubers with those colors and colored it in. And the thing with coloring with daubers is you don't have to stay in the lines. I like that. So it's kind of messy and it's kind of random, but it's supposed to look like that, right? So there is that version. I just stamped that flower all over that flap, and then here is the front with that same flower. Okay, so that's one version. So that was the light and airy, floaty card. Now for the drama. Boom. Exact same technique, but instead of white embossing powder, I used gold. Look at that. I used the Night of Navy for kind of the background, Blackberry Bliss, Crushed Curry, and Old Olive. And did you check out my rhinestones? I colored them with Blackberry Bliss. So they're there, but they're not, you know, extreme. And of course, here's one of those nesting labels. Gotta love it. And the inside. So I just re-stamped that flower in Blackberry Bliss, colored it with my daubers, and away we go for the inside. Here's the envelope that matches. Of course, I put that same flower and the more flowers on the back. So we've got the dramatic and the airy. Now, this time we are going to do the same idea. However, I thought, what if people don't have embossing powder? Let's just use our ink and do the same sort of technique. So, we are going to use Rococo Rose, Gray Granite, and I think I was going to do Old Olive, which was in my last bucket, which is on the floor. We are looking at a new place in our condo because it has a room with a window that would be my art room, and it's a big bedroom. I could put things in the closet. Oh, I'd have room instead of this little den. All right, so Gray Granite. Here we go. Let's stamp Rococo Rose. That big, large flower. I'm going to stamp randomly all over the place. Oh, I thought of something already. I should be using that foam pad. See what happens? It's easier to make a clean image if you're using that foam pad. Now, because I'm going to be stamping off, let's put the paper over top. So just trust me, it's under there. All right, let's try that again. There we go, that looks better. And turn it a little bit. What you think, Breezer? You guys like that purple one, hey? The dark one. I knew once I had the dark colors on mine, I thought, oh, we gotta do gold embossing with that one. It's very regal and royal. So as you can see, I'm just stamping randomly here, there, and everywhere. This one I'm not going to put the leaves because I think that would probably get in the way. And I also don't know what color I would use. Would I use pink? Would I use green? I don't know. So we are squishing them in here. I think that looks good. Good old Rococo rose. Now I'm going to take maybe I should have. I'm going to take the Rococo rose with my dauber here and start coloring in. I like to go around the insides first just to have them a little darker than the outsides. Once again, I rub. Some people are daubers, but then you get the circle effect. I don't love it, but it's totally up to you. I just like to push and rub. Kind of makes it more uniform. So I'm inking every single time for the insides. And like I say, dauber is not going to color inside the lines perfectly, right? It's just you're going to hit and miss different parts that maybe you wouldn't have liked to have had color, but it really doesn't matter. That's kind of the whimsy of this. Plus, it goes super fast. Okay, now that I've filled in kind of all the centers, I could do the green in the background. Absolutely. I'm going to go back and fill in the rest of my flower. See how it's a little bit lighter and darker? And frankly, I don't push as hard when I'm trying to do the light sections. So how was everybody's day? Anything exciting? Do the green in the back. Oh, yeah, that's Janet. Sorry. I already read that. Do the green in the background. I think that's what I'm going to do. Okay. So there is, all the flowers are colored. I think for the insides, I'm going to use should we use Old Olive on the inside or the outside? Because I want to use these three colors, but should I use Old Olive for the center or around the flower? Center or around? Finally, a nice warm sunny day. Awesome. Yesterday it was warm and sunny for us. Today there was a little bit of a breeze and it was okay. But I hear we're getting snow. Yikes. I'm not excited about that at all. Crumb cake for the centers? Okay, I'll do crumb cake for the center. It's going to be going on a gray granite cardstock. Actually, no, we're going to stick with our daubers. I was going to say there is a stamp that goes in the center of this. Snow, yeah. Oh, I think I caught everybody too late here. Inside, I think. Around, 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 around. Crumb cake on the inside. Okay. Gray granite on the inside it is. Okay. I think that's all of them covered. Now, if you want, you can always go back and on one half, You can make it a little darker, and that just makes it look like it's adding a little bit of shadows. Okay, now on to Old Olive. Let's see this combo. I think it's going to be a neat. What's Kevin doing? He is making some, what are they called?
Fat bombs.
Fat bombs. It's with our keto diet. We have to eat lots of fat. I know it seems extremely bizarre to me, but you know, when you start looking at the research and whatnot, it's actually interesting. So to help yourself get enough fat in your diet, you make these little extra fatty items. So this one I think is chocolate chip cookie dough. So it's got cream cheese and butter and almond flour and not sure what else. But yeah, butter. Yeah. It just seems bizarre, but it's working so far, so I guess you don't knock it till you try it, eh? Hello, Barbara. I'm back. Oh, that is super cute. I will have to watch the replay for what I missed. Well, you missed a big dramatic one. There we go. So I colored in all, oh, I like it. That's neat. I like it. Okay. Now, what was I planning to do with the center? Oh, yes. Here's the new ribbon. I thought it would go so nice with this. What is it called? Scalloped linen ribbon. And you can get this in all of the brand new colors. Those are good. Donna, are you a keto girl? So we are just starting, and if you have some good recipes, we would love them. Let's wrap this around. Okay, where's my glue? Attach that. Oopsie. Like so. Straight. I think so. That gets a little low on this side. Can you hear me any different with the microphone as opposed to normal? Oh, we're out here. I've gone through so much sale in the last few days. Oh my goodness. I've been having lots of fun. Make sure you get some snail on that ribbon. And let's place that onto the gray granite. Hard base. Breezer, honey, what are you doing? That's my stuff over there. And I was going to place this little white piece. Now this stamp, Friend, comes from the Daisy Lane stamp set, and I thought, oh, that would be pretty. Just adding that little bit. Now should I Rococo? I have a lot of Rococo. Maybe I'll use this gray granite. We'll see how it looks. If we don't like it, it's just paper. It's not precious. Been doing keto since February 1st. I didn't know that, Barbara. Wow. And you're liking it? Obviously, I guess, if you're still on it. I have to get you with some recipe, hit you up for some recipes there. Okay, let's place that on the center. I almost wonder, is it tacky to go around the outside of this with a little bit of Rococo? Let's just try it, just a wee little bit, just to soften those edges, because it is kind of blunt white next to all of the color there, because you actually can't see too much. You can't see any white. Okay, that just softens it a little. Okay, let's get out some dimensionals. Let's use some real ones. No, my sister-in-law has health issues, and his son-in-law and his doctor has told him he can graduate to keto from no salt. My daughter prefers paleo. Me, I like food. You will have to post a picture of Kevin's creations. Yes. Yes, we'll have to give you the rundown. So do you do all these little fat bombs then too, Barbara? We bought a recipe book at Costco. And of course it's got lots of, I'm a bread girl. And of course, there is no bread allowed. So I would love to find a 56 pounds down. Fatty liver is no more after 6 years. No more diabetes. Good for you. Bread. You're making bread. Oh, Kevin's making bread. He's whipping up a storm over there. Keto bread. Or what did you say?
Yeah.
Wow. There we go. Okay, let's get these rhinestones. Because I think it just needs some bling. Where's my take your pick tool? You love, yes, you love the fat bombs. That's awesome. Good for you. One day I hope to be able to say that too. I'm down 4. Just started last Monday, so I'll take it. I've never drank so much water in my life, but I don't know why this package of rhinestones are not sticking so well. It might be because maybe the paper's wet from I think that's probably the problem. The paper's wet from when I was using the dauber. Likely my problem. So I'm going to wait with the rhinestones. Oh! Back up. Back up. Can I take it off? I forgot something. Come and say hi, Kevin. You want to say? No, I'm okay, he said. Did you hear that? Don't interrupt him. He's making, bread. Yes, we found, just before we, went on our diet, we found a amazing sourdough bakery here. Well, so we'd have, with cream cheese, herb and garlic cream cheese. I don't think that's right. Oh, dear no. Goodness, folks. Let's fix this a little. I got more on the back than I do have sticking out. Try that. I just wanted a little bit of gold excitement there. Okay. So I will add those diamonds later. So for the inside, I already prepared for that. So I stamped my flower, and it's a good thing I did the centers in the gray granite. You guys had a feeling, I can tell. It's a start, yes. But man, the water business, that's something else. I've gotten to about two and a half liters today, not so much. Whew. And here's the envelope. Just to match. All right, so I'm curious. It's voting time. Which is your favorite color combo? So I have pink, purple, what are we going to call this? Navy, pink, purple, navy. Curious. Oh, let's move this over so you can actually see. Yes. Happy, airy, or drama. Hello, Alice. Just doing a little vote on which color combo do you like the best. While you're doing that, I'm going to start putting these items away and get ready for the next card. purple and then navy, navy and pink. Oh, navy. That card has my name all over it. So pretty. Oh, thank you. It's yeah, there we go. All the same idea, just using different colors and, you know, changing it up by using embossing powder. Isn't that neat? How different these can all look, but using the same idea over and over. I like those kind of ideas. All right, let's put this aside. Hello, Breezer. Okay, so this next one. This paper, like I've said before, is absolutely stunning. You love them all. The navy, lavender, and pink. The paper is unreal. So I could seriously just put the paper on and do a little love it, chop it business, and that would be good enough. They're just that stunning. So here's what I did. I didn't want to leave out the leaf. Let's, you know, give the leaf a run for its money too. So I decided to stamp 3 leaves using Mossy Meadow. This is a Blackberry Bliss layer, the cards or the designer series paper. This is Petal Pink, and this is just a strip of vellum. And this ribbon is white, was white, and I will show you how to change up your ribbon color on the next card. Okay, and for the inside, here we go. Look what I did for this. These are the centers that are supposed to go in here. But I thought, you know what? It kind of looks like a pom-pommy kind of flower. Hello, Martine. Nice to see you. So that kind of, you know, looks like a little pom-pommy flower. And so, of course, the envelope, I did the same with the leaves and the little pom-poms, and here again with the flaps. So this is kind of a dramatic one, right? It's got those heavy, bold, dark colors. So for the next one, of course, I'm going to switch it up just a tad, make it a little bit different. Okay, let's get out all the supplies here. I'm not going to show you the, there, I'm not going to show you that. So we have a card base of Flirty Flamingo. Then I have a second layer of Blushing Bride. I didn't know those two would go together. Then this is that same cardstock, or the designer series paper, same one. Now you could go like this, but we are actually going to go like this. We're flipping that paper over just to showcase both sides. This reminds me of some kind of wrapping paper or shelf liner paper or something that my mom had back in the day. Just brings memories of that. All right, so that's the side we're going to use. With this suite comes colored vellum, and it's colored vellum cardstock that you can actually stamp on, and it stays, which is great. So there's Petal Pink, there is So Saffron, and Old Olive. So I decided, okay, I'm going to use the Petal Pink right here. And I cut out my little well-written framelit that says happy. And I've got So Saffron here that I'm going to stamp, whoa, birthday on. And we'll kind of make this all go together. Okay, so another trick I saw online was with designer series paper, why not run it through an embossing folder just to add some extra dimension to it. So I'm going to use the Country Floral embossing folder on this piece of designer series paper. So let me get my big shot all switched out here. Because this is a thick folder, we have to kind of get rid of some layers. Ooh, nifty. Can you see the, I don't know if I like it that way or not. It'll be something new, something different. Okay, let's glue that on. Actually, no, I'm going to wrap this first. One side is a little bit shiny. Oh, do I have to stamp anything on this? No. One side is kind of darker than the other, just so that you're aware. I kind of want the darker side to pop out of the vellum. And this is great because we're going to glue it from behind. Okay, fit. There we go. Let's make sure it's kind of straight. Let's get some, oh, there's the back with the embossing folder. Pretty neat. Stick that down. Stick that down. Okay. Now, I wanted to do, oh, first, I did stamp those leaves again in Mossy Meadow, but this time I actually stamped off one. So we'll glue all those three together. And then let's put that stamped off one in the, oops, in the middle. Hello, Teresa. You love the embossing, yes. It just makes paper so much more fun. And so I'm just kind of off-centering those leaves, kind of making them like a little bouquet, almost. Like so. Okay, let's put a little bit of snail under him. And we're going to add our little happy. I'm just lazy this way, and I just like to put a little bit of snail on the back. If it gets where I don't want it, I get my little booger buster, I call it. Can the vellum be embossed? Good question. I haven't tried it yet. I would assume so because it's very thick. Yeah, I would assume so. Get our little happy there. Now for the ribbon, oh, we'll do birthday first. I was gonna do, I think I want Flirty Flamingo, which was in our other box here. This is from the Well Said. Everybody's gonna have this one. Bundle. Ooh, that's pretty orangey. Let me try this side with Mossy Meadow and then we'll make a decision. Maybe my first gut instinct was correct. Yeah, I like that better. It's a little more calm. Okay, so what I'm going to do is instead of cutting this out, I'm just going to use this, I think, oh, what's it called? Classic label. Punch. This thing I have used so much to cover up boo-boos. It's awesome. If you stamp something and you say a saying and it's a little crooked or it didn't stamp quite. What's that noise? It must be picking up Kevin's working away in the kitchen. I'm going to assume. Kind of looks lost there, doesn't it? I'm wearing a microphone today, Alice, because when I switch my videos over to YouTube, for some reason, people can't hear. They sound perfect on when I listen to them, but it's not just one person that's complaining, so I need to try and work on that. Let's pop that up. Let's find, I have a bunch of little pieces. Yes, it has picked up all the background noise. Oh, yes, he's noisy. Oh. Okay. Sorry about that. Can you close my door, Kevin?
What?
Can you close my door? I guess it's extremely noisy.
You can't close it?
Well, I'd have to get up and I'm attached to my microphone.
You can take your microphone off.
I'm trying my microphone today. Okay, let me know if that's a little better. Boy, it's a good thing the dogs haven't started barking today. Might break your eardrums. You like the microphone? Okay, good. Yeah, I'm hoping that will solve that problem for sure. Okay, so there's my little happy. There's my little birthday. Now I wanted to add some flirty flamingo thread, a little bow. I don't have flirty flamingo, so let's make our own. So I've got this white twine here. I have my Stamp and Blend marker, and I'm just going to go over top. And now I'm just going to kind of give it a little roll. And go over top again. Trying to hit up all the little white pieces. Might have been on the other side. Just kind of. And voila, you have whatever kind of ribbon color that you would like. Now I'm going to use a Kleenex because I don't want to. Do you make points with hubby? I don't know what that means. Let's just, yeah, see, I don't want that getting everywhere all over my card. So just give it a little wipe. It is taking off the ink a tad. So the last one I did with Blackberry Bliss. And here we go with tying a bow. I don't have one of those bow makers, and I know I did watch. I'm gonna let that dry for a little bit. I did watch how to do the bows with the fork. It's one of those things that is a brilliant idea, but I can never remember how it works. So I just learned to just, you know, when you asked him to shut the door. Did I make points with the hubby? No. No, it's all good. Okay, I think we're good now. So I wanted to add that little, such a darker color than this, flirty. I suppose it's probably might be because it is the dark one. This is turning out to be a little bit of a schmozzle of colors. All right, let's get out the glue dot, put it on the bottom of all those leaves. There we go. Now let's add it to our blushing bride. I wonder why she'd be blushing. I just thought of that. I guess because everybody's looking at her. I'm not sure. So just a very, very thin border of the blushing bride. Oh, thank you. Thanks, Barbara. And we're going to attach that to our flirty flamingo. And there we go. for the inside. So I had happy birthday, and then along with that well said bundle is the kind of the inside that you could put on the card. The best thing about today is you. And once again, I also stamped those leaves and used the little, actually I used Blushing Bride for the little pom-poms and Flirty Flamingo for the writing part. So let's add that to the inside of our card. I'm trying to get glue inside the card, not instead of the out. Hi, Lisa. You're finally here. You can start now. Okay. Do you want me to start again? I love the fork, but have your stamperaz out. Let the fork stick to the, oh, there you go. The fork sticks to the magnets, hey? So just to decorate that envelope, this is kind of what I did with the same sort of idea. It almost needs some yellow, I think, just to kind of match more with the card. So I'll think about that and see what I can come up with to add a little bit of yellow. All right, so I'm curious, which is your favorite? We'll say pink or green. Pink or green, which is your favorite? Hi, Sandy. No worries, no worries. No big party here. Just gotta vote. Gotta pick. Pink or green version. Oh, are you guys getting storms too, Sue? Hey, I didn't add any pearls or anything, but I guess we'll be all right. Pink. Pink, pink, pink. Oh, lots of pinks. All right. It's definitely happier, isn't it? The other ones I could almost see as a sympathy card. I should have made. And I still can. It's almost kind of a, not a depressing card, but you know what I mean. Okay, go with, Martine, yes, go with the pink. Go with the flow, hey. All right, pink all around it is. Okay, so that was that one. Now to our last card. Now I'm just gonna get out a baby wipe. You love the paper on the dark card. I know. It's gorgeous. So like I said at the beginning, I made 4 cards and I kept on going. So I hope that I get a few more done this week. And then on Saturday, I hope to post pictures of all the different things that I made using this suite. Okay, I'm gonna back that up. Oh, sheesh. Turn that over, just because we're gonna deal with some white here and I don't wanna get stuff all over the place. Okay, so this is my card. We're actually gonna use the beautiful vellum that comes with this suite. Those little poofy yellow centers that go in the middle. Honestly, I was gonna say green. Oh yeah, you would, wouldn't you? Our farmer's just getting, okay. So, tufted embossing folder for the background. I used that nesting labels for the little label. And of course I stamped on the vellum. Let me see that there. And then I punched it out. They don't have a punch for the leaves, so you just have to kind of bubble cut, but it's not that hard. Okay, and I had an extra piece, so I put that on the inside. And the envelope, I used the tufted embossing folder to do the flap. And on the front, I just did both of the colors that I used in this card for the vellum. Okay, so let's switch this one up just a tad. I have my Whisper White cardstock base. This time I decided to not emboss onto, where did I live? In Manitoba. Hi Ashley. I was a Brandon girl my entire life. Yep. So there until last May 27th. So I've been here a year, a little over a year. This time I'm going to emboss on a little piece, kind of a second layer idea, and I'm going to glue that down. Hopefully that makes sense. That way it doesn't interfere with the card base like it kind of did there. It just makes it a little more flimsy. And because it's kind of bumpy, you want to add lots of snail just to make sure it sticks really well. All right, so that's that portion. The next piece that I'm going to use is actually, instead of the white that I had on the last one, I'm going to use some smoky slate. Let's just kind of change it up a little bit. Actually, before I do this step, I'm going to actually get stamping onto the vellum. There is a punch for the leaves. The leaf punch works perfectly. I was wondering about that. I looked it up before I came on today and it didn't say anything about it. So thank you. That would be perfect. I don't have that stamp, or that punch, but that would be neat. Wait, do you have the leaf punch from something else? We've had it at least a year. It just looks like that's not, it does, yes. What about the leaf punch from Painted Harvest? Okay, that's maybe the set? I don't have that one. Okay, here's our petal pink. Once again, one side's a little darker, one side's a little lighter. I tried embossing, or stamping on both sides, drying the same amount of time, and they both dried equally. You're digging that embossing folder. I like it. It's just a kind of a simple, I don't know, but elegant little way to make your background fun. The catalog failed to mention the cord. Okay. Because yes, I had thought the same as you, that I thought, I think there's a little punch that might go along with this, but I didn't see it, so I didn't want to mention it. Oh, I was going to show you this little trick. Okay. Because this stamp goes with the punch, you know you can line it up on your block perfectly. So if you place this, oops, let's open it up, place that stamp in where that punch goes, kind of place your block on top, squeeze it, and you kind of have it in the exact position to stamp. That way when you go to stamp on your vellum, it'll be easy to just punch. You don't have to kind of twist it and turn it, and you know what I mean. All right, petal pink. Now let's see, I did, oh yeah, let's put my baby wipe on my card. That's brilliant. I did 2 petal pink last time and 3 So Saffron. So let's do opposite this time. Let's do 3 of the petal pink. Okay, and we will do 2 So Saffron. Once again, if you came late, I do have my foam mat underneath because they are polymer stamps. It just makes a nice clean image if you've got that little bit of extra give. So I would highly encourage you to get one of those if you don't already have one. I think it's a paper piercing mat. I think that's its official term. All right. Yes, the Painted Harvest punch works. Awesome. Good idea. Thank you for telling that. Oh, I was only going to do 2. Anyways, I'm going to let this dry for a minute just because I can use the heat tool. It does dry it up really nice. Here's my smoky slate piece. Now, I'm going to try stamping on it the back with The fur boys are underneath. Underneath the table sleeping. And Kevin is in the kitchen. He is making some keto fat bombs and apparently bread. Let's see what Smoky Slate on Smoky Slate does. It's there, but it's not dark enough, I don't think. So I'm going to use basic gray instead. It's a good thing paper has two sides, right? What time is it in Canada where you're at? It is 8:11. Goodness, I try to make this an hour and it just, you know, flies by. Hello, Annette. Does it matter which side of the vellum you stamp on? No, I tried both sides and heat tool the same amount of time, and they both kind of, none of them smeared, so I don't think so. I assume most people would want the brighter side, shinier side up, but yeah, either works. It's a little weird. Anyways, it'll do. Okay, now, so I'm going to place that aside. Let me just check this vellum. If it's not dry, we'll get out the, actually we can stamp our leaves. Leaves. I had, here they are. Myself a little block here. Oops, got a different kind of leaf, came with it. And this is Old Olive, which I used before. Nope. That was Mossy Meadow, I believe. It's gotta be in this box. Yes. Eight, 11, 10, 11 there. 10, oh my goodness. 11, Martine, go to bed. You can watch the replay. Goodness. If it was 11 o'clock, I wouldn't remember my name. I'm kind of a go to bed early kind of gal. Okay, let's let that dry over there. Let me see here. Nothing's coming off. Looks good. So let's punch this out. And see what I mean by it just kind of lines up nice. You don't have to turn the punch overly much. There we go. There's our petal pink version. Let's check the yellow. Ooh, this one looks a little funky, so let's get the heat tool. Surprise! While I'm doing this, I'll do the leaves too. Oh, sheesh, thank you. That reminds me of my dad. He would answer the phone and go, "You're looking good today." No, you want to watch the land. Okay, I'll try and hurry. Let's see. I see little bits, but it's not huge. Okay, let's just get her punched and get rolling here. Can I do this with my left hand? Not likely. I'm not Lisa Harden. I need my right hand. Boy, if I ever broke my right hand, I would be in so much trouble. Goodness, I am not ambidextrous at all. Okay, I think I was only going to do 2 yellows anyway, so let's just go with that. And the green leaves I'll let sit for just a few more minutes. Okay, let's pop. I almost like that side. I don't know. It's very faint though. Now let's go with this. Let's pop it up with our dimensionals. I've got a bunch of leftover bits. Just throw, whoopsie. Apparently that's one long one. Let's not use that. Scissors. Gotta do live. It is chatting time. I have the grandkids tomorrow too. Oh, fun time, and sure to be some stories to tell. Oh, grandkids are quite funny. Something I do miss out here in the mountains is more my nieces. One is just turned 9, and she's now allowed to have a little bit of texting time. So she sometimes texts me out of the blue and sends me little emojis and all those little things. All those things that I'm getting, a little slow at. But anyways, so that's always nice. Okay, which side did I? Okay. Can't even tell which side I stamped on. All right, let's just go like this. I'm just using snail. I'm just going to off-center this just a tad. And then for the third one, like so. And it does show, the snail does show just a tad. Hi, Lori. Kate stopped by. Oh, nice. You could write a book on the funnies. Yeah, I bet. Oh, wow. Your granddaughters are 9. It's a neat age. I like it. All right, so there's we'll do the pink up there and the yellow. Let's go. We're just going to alternate this one. Like so. Okay, and we'll put that one down there. Okay, let's just attach this. So I'm putting snail on one side. How did I do this? No, I just put snail on the whole thing and kind of tucked it up close there. And let's go with snail on this side. I don't know what it would look like with a dimensional behind it. Not sure if it would show through or not. I kind of think it would. Oh, and I hear, forgot the leaves. Let's cut them out. Since I don't have the punch. They're not that hard to cut out. Just 3 simple leaves. I cut quite a few of them out today. Whoops. Turn. How's Kate doing? Hello, Donna from New Zealand. Oh my goodness. Oh, thank you, Barbara. You're always full of such amazing compliments. Who needs a self-esteem when you got Barbara? And I'm just going to tuck this under like so. And now for the finishing touches. Okay, no worries. Yes, from the dance class. Have a good evening. Now you need this stamp set. Oh yes, just wait till Saturday when I show you all the other ones I made. Okay, here's the little fluffy centers. It just makes it. Okay, where's my second one? Way over here. Isn't that adorable? They're just like, add some fun texture. So fun. Okay, now I didn't actually stamp or get the card inside ready, so let's go with our, ooh sheesh, let's clean it first so I don't end up with some weird random color. Petal pink. Now, while I have this still in petal pink, I'm going to do a petal pink on my envelope. Let's get them both done at the same time before I clean them off. No sense having to clean more than you have to. And then over top, I'm going to put the So Saffron. There. And over top of here. Like so. Now I'm kind of thinking we didn't really use that center, did we? That's okay. Oh, I do have. No. Too much. There's a point where you have to stop. But this ribbon does go with this set, this suite, but I think that's a little too much right now. Okay, so I'm curious, it's voting time. Which do you like better, the white or the gray? The white or the gray? Any voters? Oh, we got some now. The white, both. I guess the flowers stand out more on the white one, don't they? Where the gray one, the words, I think, stand out a little more. Oh, we got a gray. Oh, we got both gray, gray. Neat. All right. Oh, we got another white. This is tough for both. Oh dear. Yeah. Different strokes for different folks, right? That's awesome. All right, so now what I'm going to do is let's run through this set so that you know what we have been using tonight. There we go. So of course, the stamp set and the punch you can get as a bundle, and why not? Because then you save yourself 10%. Hello! Savings is great. So it's almost like saving your tax. So there is if you want to check this out, all these items are on page 107 of your new catalog. So there's that. And then, of course, there is the designer series paper, which is stunning. Okay, why is that not coming up right? Oh, let's go like that. Oh, fanciness here. Beautiful, beautiful colors. Love them. So that's also on page 108. Oh, actually it's on page 108, nice and big. So let's take that off. Oh, that looks better. I must have pressed something wrong. Let's go with our vellum. Okay, I don't like that because then it makes that a little bit lighter. So the vellum comes in those 3 colors, which is very pretty. Then there's that beautiful ribbon, the organdy striped ribbon. Here's those fuzzy little bits. They're called Perennial Essence Floral Centers. And of course, the best idea of all, why not just get it all and get the Perennial Essence Suite. It comes with everything. It's one price. It has one number, like so. So you don't have to put in all the numbers of all the fun items that you want to get. It's just one big number and that's it. Cool. Next, whoopsie. That's not what I want today. Okay. There. So here's some of the projects that they made in the catalog. So isn't that pretty? It's like a traveler's notebook or a fun little book. Beautiful. As you can see on the bottom right, see how there's embossed on the vellum? Somebody was asking that. Looks like you can. And one more to show you. So here's a bunch of cards and see how they framed that paper. Isn't it stunning? I think that's going to be happening in my house. How much is this suite? You're going to ask me tough questions. Now this is in Canadian, of course. Where did I put my catalog? Down here. So I'm going to look on page 107. 107. $91.25 for the entire suite. So that's, you know, with the paper, the punch, the stamp set, the vellum also it comes in 12 by 12, which is great. That beautiful ribbon and those fun floral centers. I know I'm going to be ordering more of those. That's for sure. And what's really neat about this paper is that somebody actually painted it and they took photographs of it. It's kind of like that needle point nook. I think that's what I'm trying to say. Needle point nook set where they had the stitching from Celebration. So they took pictures of somebody's needlework. Well, this one, they took pictures of somebody's paintings and now it becomes our beautiful, beautiful designer series paper. So that is the whole entire suite, but like I said, you can get just the stamp set and punch in a bundle price for $41.25. So that's almost half, but you get all the others for, you know, I don't know. I bought the whole thing. I quite like it. I'm happy I did because I get to play with it all. All right. So I hope you've had fun tonight. Thank you to everybody for stopping by and saying hello. I've loved chit-chatting with you. Wednesday nights are always a fun time for me. And I will be going through everybody's comments and kind of tallying everybody's comments up to see who will win a card from tonight. Also, I'll check and see who shared the video. If you did, your name will be in a separate draw to win 4 of my handmade cards. So I'll be doing that tomorrow. If you want all the card recipes for all of these cards that I showed tonight, they will be on my blog tomorrow. The blog is www.theartsyfartsygallery.com. I will also have a little link in this Facebook live tomorrow so that you can go straight to the exact place on my blog. Anything else? Like I said, I'm going to keep playing with this set and I'm going to show you all the different cards and different projects that I can come up with on Saturday. Other than that, I hope to see you on Monday morning for the Creative Escape where we'll get to do a fun little layout. So, have a good evening, everyone. Have a great rest of your evening.